All right. Welcome to the wild world of Texas auto insurance. Let's talk Texas auto insurance, because if you're driving in the Lone Star State, you need to know what you're up against. Things have gotten a tad out of hand lately, and it's not just a minor inconvenience. Since 2021, rates have shot up a staggering 40%. That's right, 40%. That's like trying to find a parking spot at Zilker Park during SSSW, near impossible, and bound to leave a dent in your wallet. Imagine the frustration of circling around endlessly, only to end up miles away from where you wanted to be. This ain't just some random statistic, folks. It's a real issue that's affecting real people every single day. It's hitting Texans right where it hurts, and it's time we got a grip on this situation. Families are feeling the pinch, and it's becoming harder to make ends meet. See, driving in the Lone Star State comes with its own set of risks. We've got sprawling cities like Dallas and Houston with traffic that can make your head spin. And let's not forget the weather. We got big cities, long stretches of highway, and weather that can turn from sunny to stormy faster than you can say yeehaw. One minute you're enjoying a beautiful sunny day, and the next, you're caught in a torrential downpour. All these factors play a role in why our insurance rates are climbing higher than a bluebonnet in springtime. The combination of urban congestion, unpredictable weather, and long driving distances makes for a perfect storm. But don't you worry, I'm here to help you navigate this wild ride. We're going to break down the ins and outs of Texas auto insurance so you can get the coverage you need without breaking the bank. From understanding the different types of coverage to finding the best deals, we've got you covered. So buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into the world of Texas auto insurance. By the end of this journey, you'll be well equipped to make informed decisions and keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of saving money, let's make sure we understand what we're dealing with. Auto insurance can be a bit of a maze, but once you get the hang of it, you'll see it's not as daunting as it seems. Auto insurance can feel like a foreign language sometimes, with all its jargon and fine print. But don't worry, we're here to break it down for you in simple terms. Think of it like this. Your auto insurance policy is a safety net, designed to protect you from financial loss in case of an accident or other unexpected events. It's really not that complicated once you break it down. First up, we got liability coverage. This is the big one, the one required by law. It's the foundation of your auto insurance policy. Liability coverage is there to cover damages you might cause to someone else or their property in an accident where you're at fault. This means if you rear-end someone or accidentally sideswipe a parked car, your liability coverage steps in to handle the costs. Then there's collision coverage, which steps in to fix your own vehicle if you're in a fender bender, regardless of who's to blame. Whether you hit a tree, another car, or even a pothole, collision coverage helps get your car back on the road. Comprehensive coverage is like the superhero of your policy. It's there to protect you from the unexpected, the things you can't control. It protects you from the unexpected, like theft, vandalism, or even hail damage. Remember those Texas storms? Comprehensive coverage is your safeguard against the unpredictable. And finally, we got personal injury protection, or PIP, which helps cover medical expenses for you and your passengers after an accident. This can include hospital bills, rehabilitation costs, and even lost wages if you're unable to work due to your injuries. Understanding these different types of coverage is crucial because they each play a vital role in protecting you financially on the road. By knowing what's on your policy, you can drive with peace of mind, knowing you're covered no matter what life throws your way. So, take a moment to review your policy, ask questions if you're unsure, and make sure you have the right coverage for your needs. After all, it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, Texas law requires a certain minimum amount of liability coverage. This means that every driver on the road must have at least a basic level of insurance to cover any damages or injuries they might cause in an accident. It's a safety net designed to ensure that everyone has some level of financial protection. Think of it like the bare minimum you need to pass inspection. Just like your car needs to meet certain standards to be deemed roadworthy, your insurance needs to meet these minimum requirements to be legally compliant. But here's the thing. The minimum might not be enough to truly protect you, especially if you're in a serious accident. Accidents can be unpredictable, and the costs can quickly escalate beyond what the minimum coverage can handle. Imagine this, you're cruising down I-35 and some fella in a pickup truck runs a red light, T-boning your car. The impact is severe, and the damage to both vehicles is extensive. You're okay, thank goodness, but your car is totaled, and the other driver's medical bills are piling up. Not to mention, you might have some medical expenses of your own, even if they seem minor at first. If you only have the minimum coverage, you could be left paying out of pocket for damages that exceed your policy limits. This could mean thousands of dollars in unexpected expenses, which can be financially devastating. That's why it's usually a good idea to consider higher coverage limits than the state minimum. By opting for more comprehensive coverage, you can better protect yourself from the financial fallout of a serious accident. It might cost a bit more upfront, but trust me, the peace of mind is worth its weight in gold. Knowing that you're covered in a worst-case scenario can make all the difference in how you feel behind the wheel. Plus, you never know when you might need that extra protection. Life is full of uncertainties, and having robust insurance coverage ensures that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. So, don't skimp on protection. Invest in your peace of mind and drive with confidence. I know what you're thinking. Matthew, this is all well and good, but how do I actually save money on this insurance? Well, hold your horses, partner, because I'm about to share some insider tips. First off, ask about discounts. Insurance companies offer all sorts of discounts these days, like safe driver discounts, good student discounts, and even discounts for bundling your auto insurance with other policies. It's like finding a $20 bill in your back pocket. You just gotta know where to look. Another way to save is by maintaining a good credit score. I know it sounds strange, but insurance companies use your credit history to assess risk. So keeping your credit in tip-top shape can lead to lower insurance premiums. And lastly, don't be afraid to shop around and compare quotes from different insurance providers. Now let's get down to brass tacks and talk about city-specific rates. We'll start with Houston, the heart of Texas. Houston's a bustling metropolis with more cars than you can shake a stick at, which means there's a higher risk of accidents. Couple that with the city's notorious traffic congestion and the occasional hurricane threat, and you got yourself a recipe for higher insurance premiums. Houston drivers, I feel your pain, but don't despair. You can still find affordable coverage by following the tips I shared earlier. And remember, when it comes to coverage in Houston, it's especially important to have adequate liability and comprehensive coverage. You never know when you might encounter a fender bender on the Katy freeway or need protection from a sudden Gulf Coast storm. Section 6, Dallas Big D, big coverage needs. Next up, we head north to Dallas, the land of big hair and even bigger dreams. Dallas might not have Houston's hurricane worries, but it does have its fair share of hailstorms and tornadoes. Plus, Dallas is home to a sprawling network of highways, which can lead to more accidents, especially during rush hour. Dallas drivers, it's crucial to make sure you have enough coverage to protect yourself from these unique risks. Don't skimp on comprehensive coverage, and consider adding roadside assistance to your policy in case you find yourself stranded on the side of Central Expressway. Section 7. Austin, keeping it weird and well insured. Now let's mosey on down to Austin, the live music capital of the world. Austin might be known for its laid-back vibe, but don't let that fool you. Insurance rates here can still sting a little. Austin's rapid growth has led to increased traffic congestion, and the city's hilly terrain and winding roads can make driving a bit more challenging. Austinites, consider adding uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage to your policy. This protects you in case you're in an accident with someone who doesn't have enough insurance, or any at all, to cover the damages. And if you're a motorcycle enthusiast braving the streets of Austin, make sure you have adequate motorcycle insurance to protect yourself and your ride. Section 8, San Antonio. Remember the Alamo and your insurance. Last but not least, we arrive in San Antonio, the Alamo City. San Antonio might have a rich history, but it also has its fair share of modern-day driving challenges. The city's sprawling layout and tourist traffic can make for congested roads, and the occasional hailstorm can wreak havoc on your vehicle. San Antonio drivers, don't forget about comprehensive coverage to protect your car from hail and other unexpected events. And if you're planning on doing some road tripping across Texas, consider adding rental car coverage to your policy for peace of mind. Section 9, buckle up Texas, final tips for the road ahead. So, there you have it folks, a crash course in Texas auto insurance. Remember, finding the right coverage is all about understanding your needs, doing your research, and comparing your options. Don't be afraid to ask questions, shop around, and negotiate for the best rates. And always, always drive safely out there. And remember folks, just like a good pair of boots, the right auto insurance will protect you when you need it most.